When I have clients and colleagues tell me that they've made the same mistake, I tell myself, I gotta make a video about that because it's too common and it's easily avoidable. The biggest mistake in making mishires, meaning hiring the wrong person or having the person quit when it could have been avoided, is the owners do not take the time to do a roles and responsibilities document when they are in the interviewing process and offering that person a job. It is far different than the job description and the job title. Those are very common, job descriptions and job titles. But as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, you have a different set of expectations that they may not understand. And that's where the roles and responsibilities document comes in. And I'm going to tell you that if you don't take the time to do that document and go over it with the future employee, there can be a lot of miscommunication and ego being bruised and over communication. I have a client who has 3 designers. They were all hired. They were all thinking they were going to be doing the same thing because they had the same job description. However, in her mind, they had completely different roles and responsibilities for different segments of her business. And it was very awkward for all 3 of them because they had never been communicated what their roles and responsibilities were. And 6 months later, they had all 3 quit because it was not clearly communicated to them how the work structure was going to be. The secret to this disciplined document being made, when you sit down and you actually go over what that person's role is, whether they're the only person in your business and they're going to wear a ton of hats and that's your expectation, or whether or not you have 5 or 6 or 100 employees, is you have now created a document that is in essence their first review. If you go over that with them when you're ready to hire them and they say, oh, that's okay, and I'm going to do all this roles and responsibilities and it's crystal clear to me, and they sign the job description and the job title and they agree to the salary, in 3 to 6 months when you do your first review, you whip that piece of paper out and that's what you use as your review. It's so easy. That's where the value in that comes secondarily. But I want you to understand the first value is that you don't do a mishire because you haven't communicated what your expectations are for that employee, and that's where the roles and responsibilities piece comes in. I have a video series where I outline everything that you need to hire and retain great employees. And the one piece that everybody goes, I don't want to do it, it takes too much time, is that roles and responsibility piece. But that's the #1 piece that doesn't get done that people end up telling me that's what costs them. So my back pocket strategy advice for you is to take the time to make a roles and responsibilities document for every hire. Go over it with them before you hire them, and you will make sure you've spent your time and energy wisely in building a great team, and they will love being a great worker for your company. That's your back pocket strategy for the week. Make it a great week.